Hello, students, and welcome back to our English vocabulary series in our Word of the Week series, number 9, this ninth video, and we're going to be focusing on the word cathartic. I'm going to repeat that again, cathartic. That is our Word of the Week, our ninth in this Word of the Week series. So cathartic, we're going to dive into it a little bit more, but cathartic is kind of very freeing, very liberating. It's a good feeling. It's a very happy feeling. It's a relief almost. And this picture is a very interesting one. I want to just touch on it lightly, but it's kind of like you're at one. You're at peace. You can your thoughts, your emotions, you're letting them out in a positive way. So this is a positive word in English. So we're going to talk about cathartic, some of the roots, the origins, the subtext, some examples, and we're going to dive right in. So my name is Ben with English from A to Z, and let's get started. So what is the definition of cathartic? A little bit tricky word to pronounce, but we're going to talk about the type of the word that it is, the meaning or definition. We're also going to dive into the root, the subtext, and some context to consider about usage. So, cathartic, and it's 3 syllables, cathartic. It's an adjective, and the subtext is ka. So we're going to go over a little pronunciation here. Cathartic. So you can tell that the emphasis is really on the second syllable here. Thar. Cathartic. Say it with me now. Cathartic. Cathartic. Greek origin from catharsis, which is another English word, except we put the C, I believe, instead of the K. So it is a word of Greek origin, like many English words originate in terms of French, Latin, Greek, of course. So the Greek origin of this word is catharsis, meaning purification or cleansing the mind, purifying the body even. But the modern day meaning is providing psychological relief when expressing your emotions either openly or strongly, in a positive way, right? You shouldn't always let your emotions get to you, but there is psychological relief, emotional relief from expressing yourself openly or strongly. So that's kind of the meaning. Expressing yourself in an open, strong manner and gives you a lot of psychological relief. Now, some points to consider. The descriptive action behind cathartic is like letting it all out, such as an emotional reset. You know, if your body's dealing with a lot, you got to let your emotions out sometime in a positive way. This is kind of like a cleansing, whether it's expressing yourself freely in terms of your feelings, your emotions, or doing activities that really appeal to you, that make you feel better. It's a cathartic feeling, right? So cathartic describes a feeling, an emotion, or even an activity that makes you give it a reset, right? I'll give you an example from my life. I like to do boxing. I like to do kickboxing sometimes after work or working on my business with English from A to Z. Boxing or kickboxing is cathartic to me because it really lets me hone in and focus and kind of let go of stress or anxiety or anything I got going on in my life in a healthy manner. So, any kind of sport or physical activity can help. And for me, boxing is cathartic because it really gives me some relief from the day-to-day grind, that life can be sometimes, and allows me to express, myself in an athletic manner, and I think that's healthy. So cathartic is a really advanced vocabulary word in English, but it's a really good one. You get to learn it's a Greek origin. The meaning is deep in terms of how it affects us as human beings, and just letting you know that it's about doing something positive with an activity or kind of expressing yourself in a healthy manner emotionally. So some sentence examples in the context of cathartic. I'll give you 3 examples besides my own earlier. Number 1, writing in a journal. That should be journal. Oof, I caught my own error here. Sorry, guys. Writing in a journey. That should be journal. I apologize. Even I make mistakes sometimes. So I wish I could fix that, but we're on a presentation here. So writing in a journal, or going on a journey, I should say. So going on a journey, writing in a journal, let me fix that a little bit, can feel cathartic to do whether you're having a good week or a bad week by letting your feelings out. So writing in a journal or going on a journey, going on a trip, that's cathartic. Whether you're having a good week or a bad week, you can let your feelings out. You can have a little bit of fun at the end of the week. So those are cathartic kind of activities or kind of ways to express your emotions. Number two, after a tough day at work, going on a long run afterwards was cathartic to me to relax myself. Some people, they like to go on a long run or go on a walk by themselves after a tough day at work or doing business. That is cathartic. Doing an activity like going on a run, doing some boxing, those are good examples of cathartic activities. Number three, watching a really emotional movie can be cathartic to the viewer, allowing them to cry, laugh, and feel everything at once. And this is true. I'm sure a lot of you, or many of you, or all of you at home have watched movies or TV shows and are really cathartic. They make you laugh. They allow you to express your emotions freely. You can cry, you can laugh, you can be shocked. Sometimes you can be upset. That's normal in movies, but it's a healthy way to express emotions, and you're really vibing or really enjoying a movie or a TV show. So again, writing in a journal, going on a journey or going on a trip, that's cathartic. Writing down your emotions, going on a long run, letting some stress out, or watching a really emotional movie is cathartic to viewers or to the audience. Now, I have a question for you all at home, for our English from A to Z audience. What is cathartic for you all? I want you to name an activity or an action you do that would help you create your own English sentence with cathartic, or lets you express something that you do in your world, in your life, that is cathartic to you, that makes you feel good in terms of expressing your emotions or doing activity to let your feelings out a little bit, or just anything that gives you some positivity in your day or makes you feel better. Let me know in the comments below what is cathartic to you, and use these examples here to help. And apologies again for that error. It should be writing in a journal. And I've done that sometimes, writing in a journal. So again, for the audience, what is cathartic for you? Let us know in the comments below this video, and it's a good way for us to learn English together. So thanks so much for watching. I really enjoy doing these Word of the Week videos. That is our 9th video, and I'll have plenty more. Check out our other great YouTube videos on our channel, from learning about English slang expressions to analyzing English tips, songs, poems, articles, and much, much more. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. Click the subscribe button to also follow us here on our YouTube channel. If you have any questions for me or would like to follow our newsletter, go to our website, please, at www.com. It's www.englishfromatozcom.com/newsletter. And like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, running through the streets of Rome or London or Paris is cathartic to Tom Cruise. So that's another example of him running on a movie, or on a movie set, that is cathartic to Tom Cruise. Might be for you too. So thanks everybody so much for watching this Word of the Week video, and I'll see you all again soon for another one. Take care now. Bye-bye.